Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy. Can't you see she's spittin' nerdy? Look at her, she's spittin' nerdy.
All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to I like to I like to love you every day. I like to love you.
Hey guys, I'm about to head off to the gym to go smash out a morning upper body workout, which I will take you along with me for. In the meantime, I just wanted to quickly update you guys on how this cut is going because I haven't really done that yet and it's been like 3 weeks. As you know, I got really sick at the very beginning of my cut. I ended up taking an entire week off of the gym. Totally fine, let myself rest and recover, and now I am back on track, good to go, feeling strong, and also feeling super motivated. My appetite had completely disappeared while I was sick, but now my appetite is back. I am hungry, I can feel my metabolism working, burning some fat. I've lost a few pounds, which is kind of nice to see so far, and overall, I'm doing pretty well. I didn't let the setback of getting sick get to me, and so I'm still right on track doing what I want to do, and it's good. We're doing good. In my video last week, you would have seen my entire meal plan for this cut where I went over some of my go-to meals, how I distribute my calories throughout the day, what my macros are, etc. But today is gonna be a little bit different. I'm going out of the house just to edit videos. I'm not actually really doing anything super exciting, but today's just gonna be a little bit different, so my diet's gonna be a little bit different. So I figured I would take you along with me, show you kind of how I navigate that situation and just how I live my life day to day into deficit. I'll also be throwing some useful tips at you for any of you guys who are trying to cut for summer as well. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's go get a workout in. Accomplished. Those AMRAP drop sets are killer. Training in this style is entirely new to me, so I have been very sore the last 2 weeks, but hopefully that will start to go away. And now I am off to the Source Cafe to get some food, get some editing done, but first I need to find a post office and a UPS to drop off some mail, some return stuff, just running errands. You may notice that I just finished working out and I'm not rushing to go eat anything. When I am in a cut, I do not prioritize eating right after my workout. If that's how it works out, that's great. If not, that's totally fine. The whole idea of having this anabolic window of half an hour after you work out is pretty much a myth. The actual window is closer to about 6 hours. So as long as you eat like not 12 hours after your workout, you're probably good. If you're actively trying to build muscle, then I would suggest eating a little bit sooner, like within an hour or two of your workout. But if you're on a cut, there's no need to like push yourself to eat right away after your workout.
I'd like to love you, love you.
Just have a question. How many egg whites, or how much egg whites, like is a quarter cup of egg whites in the frittata, or?
There's about 2 eggs in there.
Pro tip when eating out at restaurants, I just ordered something that I get here all the time, but I've never really asked what's in it because I don't track macros all the time. But since I am trying to stick to my macros on a cut, I decided to ask what was in it. Guess what? I now know what's in my food and I can now log it accordingly. Eating out at restaurants can be really intimidating because you don't know what's in the food, but usually if you ask, you can find out and at least get a rough approximation. So I now know that there are about 2 eggs worth of egg whites, a little bit of coconut milk, and a ton of veggies. So I can log that, and I'll also probably put in a little bit of extra oil because usually when people cook things, there's a little bit of extra oil in there. It was also really good to know because it's significantly less than I thought it would be. I thought there would be up to 4 eggs in there. There's only 2. So I am not getting nearly as many calories as I thought, so I'm probably gonna order something else like in an hour.
I'd like to love you night and day, if I may. I'd like to. I'd like to love you.
I estimated that breakfast was like 400 calories, which is not cutting it, so I'm gonna go get something else. I also just finished like doing a rough cut of my first video, so being productive. I think I'm gonna get the paleo chicken panini, and this is gonna be a lot harder to estimate calories, but if you're trying to lose weight and you enjoy eating out at restaurants, or like know that you're going to sometimes with family or with friends, I recommend getting comfortable with estimating and being comfortable with maybe one day just being a couple hundred calories off. Like, that's okay. If I end up a couple hundred calories over today, it's really not a big deal.
Hi, can I do the paleo chicken panini?
Oh, you know what? I actually don't have any more. I know, that's one of your favorites, but I
got
don't.
this turkey wrap. So I just went ahead and logged in my FitnessPal what I think is roughly in this wrap, just to get kind of an estimation, so just to kind of talk you through it and how I go about estimating things at restaurants. There's clearly like one gluten-free wrap on here, so I found one of those. It is pretty darn big, and there's a ton of avocado in there, so I went with half an avocado. There's turkey. A serving of turkey is usually about 4 ounces, or a serving of any meat is about 4 ounces. I assume there's not much more than that in here, so that's what I logged. There's definitely feta cheese. One serving of that is usually an ounce, and I think there's more than that in here. So I went with 1.5 ounces. Then I logged basically just a ton of spinach, because I have a feeling that's what's making up most of the bulk of this. And also spinach, like the calories are pretty negligible. So the difference between 2 cups and 5 cups really isn't that much. And then, oh, I forgot, there's definitely sun-dried tomatoes in here, and I didn't put those in, but that's also probably gonna be very minimal as far as calories go. And then just to cover all my bases, there's probably some sort of oil in here somewhere, so I threw in a teaspoon of oil. I would usually go with a tablespoon, but I really don't know where the oil would have been used, except maybe to cook the turkey. But even if there's no oil, that'll cover any extra ingredients or any like miscalculation on my part as far as extra calories go. So that ended up making this a total of about 600 calories, which I think might be a little bit of an overestimation, except for the fact that there's so much avocado in there, and avocado is very calorie dense, so that could be pretty accurate. If I had just looked at this and you told me to guess, I would have said 500 to 600 calories, so I think we're going with it. Also, one of my favorite pro tips when you're trying to stay in a deficit is make sure you have a source of good protein and good fat in every meal. Here we obviously have a ton of avocado and a ton of turkey, so this covers that. But protein and fat tend to be very satiating macros, whereas carbs usually are a little bit less filling, so making sure that you do incorporate like a good balance in your meals is usually going to ensure that you stay fuller for longer, and being in a deficit isn't quite as hard. Oh, and one more tip on eating out at restaurants, and I'm actually gonna eat this because I'm pretty hungry. If you end up going somewhere that doesn't have a ton of healthy options, like Source Cafe, one of my go-to places because they have an endless amount of healthy options, but if you're going somewhere like with friends or with family where you know that there isn't going to be something great, like look at the menu ahead of time and just customize the heck out of it. Like, be nice to your server, but don't be afraid to like ask for ingredients from different meals and put them together. Obviously, if it's like a really nice restaurant, they might not let you do that, but most restaurants will allow for customization, especially because so many people have so many different dietary restrictions and stuff like that. They're pretty used to it. So feel free to ask for like the turkey burger and avocado that comes on the turkey burger on top of a garden salad with a side of roasted vegetables or whatever other good sides it looks like there are, and then just throw it all together, or just order like a bunch of sides. Like, there are so many ways you can take a restaurant menu and improvise to make it healthy, or at least healthier, usually. One of my favorite things about going to the Source Cafe to edit and to get work done is that it's right next to the beach, so I can do my daily walk at the beach afterwards, and it gives me so much joy. Going for walks during the day is my favorite way to keep my NEAT up while I'm in a deficit, and just in general, even when I'm not trying to be in a deficit. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is basically all of the movement that you get in outside of the gym, any non-structured, like actual workout-y activity. So like cleaning, shopping, walking to the grocery store, waving your hands around. And being intentional with keeping your NEAT up while you're in a deficit is really critical, because when you are in a calorie deficit, your body tries to down-regulate your NEAT subconsciously, so you'll fidget less. You'll be less inclined to get up and go do something that you might have done if you had the energy. So making an effort to like go on regular walks, just get up and move throughout the day, is really, really important when you're trying to lose fat. And walking by the beach just has the added benefit of being insanely peaceful and calming and just amazing. Also, there's a lot of people that walk their dogs, so that's kind of fun to see all the dogs. No cats on this walk though, kind of disappointing. I spent the last, I don't even know how many hours continuing to edit, and now I am making dinner because I am very hungry. I've basically literally just been editing today. Today was kind of a boring day to vlog. I'm sorry about that, but at least you kind of get an idea of what a day in my life is typically like on a normal weekday. Lots of sitting and editing and writing and content creation spiced up with some good food. So I just roasted up some purple curry cauliflower with obviously curry on it, also cumin and a little bit of ginger. And then I'm also roasting some golden beets in the oven with the same stuff on it, also salt and pepper. And then with that, for my source of protein, I made some slow cooker chicken breast the other night. So I'm gonna have about 1/3 pound of chicken breast. I think that's like half of what's left. And then I'm mixing up some special Green Goddess sauce. This is a recipe that I was playing around with, I think, when I was doing Project Comeback, and I was putting it on my chicken, and I was like, that sounds really good, except today, I'm making it adaptogenic. That's right, adaptogenic Green Goddess sauce. How much more perfect could it get? So in the sauce, I think I have a ton of avocado, hemp seeds, extra virgin olive oil, nutritional yeast, salt, garlic, lemon juice, a bunch of different spices, obviously adaptogens, and I think that's pretty much it. So I just finished putting it all in here, and I'm just gonna blend it up in the blender. Oh my goodness, look at how this sauce turned out. It's like perfectly saucy. Like, it's not runny like a dressing, and it's not like too not runny. It's the perfect texture. Time to put some of that on my chicken. I cannot be happier with how this turned out. I got inspired at the grocery store the other day. A while ago, I tried to commit myself to making sure I was eating a wide, diverse array of vegetables, and then slowly over time, I just kept going back to my default vegetables, which are like carrots, zucchini, and celery, and sometimes green beans, and I kind of just ended up getting stuck in that rut. So I was in the grocery store, I saw the purple cauliflower, I was like, I'm gonna make curry cauliflower. Don't know how that ended up coming into my head, but I got the cauliflower, and then I decided beets would go well with it, and then I have this chicken and this sauce, and it's all just, it's so good. Like, the cauliflower turned out amazing. I'm definitely gonna be making this again. I haven't tried the beets yet, but this is fantastic. Oh my god, the sauce goes so well with the chicken. Ugh, yes, happy Marissa. I just poured myself a little kombucha. Now it's time for some D&D, dessert, and Doctor Who. Of course, I'm gonna go with my chocolate guy's chocolate, aka Nib and Stone. from my chocolate box. Yes, I keep all of my various chocolate and chocolate things like cacao butter in one box. This is extra, but you know me. I'm extra. So I went with the buttermilk chocolate, which is cacao, buttermilk, maple sugar, cane sugar, and cocoa butter. So not like the healthiest because it has a little bit more sugar than the other ones and some buttermilk and stuff like that, but I don't really care at this point. I have a couple hundred calories I need to eat. This is gonna do it for me. So with this, it will bring me to 116 grams of protein, 131 grams of carbs, and 118 grams of fat for a total of 2,050 calories for the day. Again, that is approximately between a 15 and 20% deficit, which is what I'm aiming for. So today was a success. This chocolate's really good. By the way, Nib & Stone ships internationally. So if you wanna get your hands on some, you can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my chocolate, finish my episode of Doctor Who, and then get ready for bed and go to sleep on time tonight. Look at me go. Going to sleep on time. This week has actually been a good week for sleep. Makes me happy. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything specific you want me to discuss or go into while I'm on this cut, because obviously, you know, I can vlog about all of the things. So if you have questions about any of the things, let me know, and I will try to address all of the things. In the meantime, if you liked this video, please do give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends and family and your neighbors. If you want to check out more health and fitness related videos all about fat loss, you can check those out over here. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification button if you want to be notified about them. And if you do, I will see you very soon. Bye.